Okay, this is the, what's it called? Simply Daily Drawing Sketchbook, Prompted Sketchbook. Prompted Sketchbook. I think that's what it's called. So this one is going to be for August. Okay, this is it, and they're gonna, art is awesome sauce. So I don't have any idea what the theme is, so let's find out. Because last month was so much fun. Oh, okay, it starts with A. See, I saw this for sale on their site, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I should, I saw it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't sure if I should order it, because I wasn't sure if that was what was, if that was just like a separate thing that they were trying to sell, or if that was going to be this month's prompt. So, okay, oh, this is going to be interesting. It starts with A. There's a sticker. I love stickers. So, oh, they're all A's. So they're going to be a bit weird. That will be good. So they give you 31, and then they give you an extra page. So you can do 32 if you want. Okay, that's good to know. So if I see one on their I guess it's Facebook page I was looking at, that I don't recognize, it's probably going to be the next month, so that's good. I'm glad I didn't order it then. I was going to email them and ask them, but yeah. Okay, so that's the start of that, and this will be the beginning of my video. And the next time you see me, I will be showing you the finished product. So we'll see you then. Okay, I'm going to do a sketchbook tour of my monthly now daily drawing prompts sketchpad. This one starts with A, so everything, all the prompts started with A. And I kind of went through it. I did what I did last time. I kind of went through and picked my favorite ones and did those first, so I didn't go in order. And then as it got closer and closer to the end, I was like, oh, so like the last ones I really struggled with, so be aware. All right, so, yeah, I colored just like coloring those in for some reason. Okay, so the first one is Alcatraz. So, I don't know. So I didn't really want to draw a building. You know, I don't like to draw buildings and stuff. So I figured I'd do a map, and I'm not really great at maps either, but I figured I would, oh, I should have done an outline on that. Do I have a pen? I thought I did. No, I want a thicker one. I figured I would just do a map showing where it is in this little island, because I didn't really know that much about it. So there it is, just in San Francisco Bay, just outside San Francisco. So I've heard of people escaping from there and trying to swim to that. I don't know how big that is in real life, but anyway, so I used acrylic markers and Micron with this. Okay, the next one was Apex Award. This is one of the later ones that I did, because it really looks pretty boring. But I just figured, well, the Olympics are happening now, so I figured a gold medal is like the apex award of the moment. So I did Micron and acrylic markers. This is another one I saved till the end because I didn't want to do this one either. Abandoned Attic. This was alcohol markers and Micron. There was really no avoiding doing this one as a building, so I just kind of did this kind of, yeah, I don't know. Didn't come out great, but it's there. This was another one I waited till the end too. I think all the better ones are in the middle and the end. I switched this one. This is originally Arctic Avalanche, and I just did not want to do that. I just, drawing a big pile of snow was not interesting to me. I did see, oh, Murphy, I did see a photo that was from the perspective of looking up from being like in a hole, like an avalanche had happened upon you, and the picture was looking up and you were seeing a guy and a dog looking in, and I almost did that one, but then I went, I still have to draw a lot of snow, or color a lot of snow, so I did abnormal advice, which was also kind of odd, because I just couldn't come up with anything that was weird, so I just did stir your coffee with a paintbrush. I don't know. I think I was drinking coffee at the time. So this is acrylic mark. No, it's alcohol markers and Micron. This is the first one I did. July 22nd. Aardvark. This is an aardvark, a cartoon aardvark from a cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid. It was The Ant and the Aardvark. And it was on, I think it was with the Pink Panther. It was associated with the Pink Panther. So I don't know, thought he was cute. I didn't really feel like drawing a real aardvark, so. This is one of the later ones. It was one I didn't want to do, but I read, they give you the list of like 30, 31 prompts, and then they give you 3 that you can replace with. And there were a lot that I wanted to replace, so I had to pick my battles. So it's Amethyst Archipelago. I don't know, I just drew Archipelago and I did like an amethyst color, you know, I don't know. All right, aquatic anemone. This was a little more interesting, at least. I did Micron, alcohol marker, watercolor, and acrylic marker. So that's just an anemone. And when I saw aquatic anemone, I was thinking, yeah, why does it have to be aquatic? But I forgot there's a flower that's an anemone too, which kind of looks like that, I think. But that's when I hear the word anemone, I always think of the animal. So this is another weird one I put off, but asymmetrical axis, because I really didn't know what that meant. I mean, I know an axis is like a crossing point, but are all axes like in the middle? I didn't know, so I just did it off to the side so it was asymmetrical. I don't know. I don't even know if that's right, but that's what it is. So this is one of the first ones I did. Azalea, Micron, alcohol markers, colored pencil. Yeah, I think I did an alcohol marker background and then I just colored it with colored pencil over the top. I don't know. This is another one I waited on. Airtight alibi. I just thought, well, if you're dead, that's an airtight alibi. You couldn't have done it. I don't know. It's left up to interpretation, so that's what I picked. This is one of the first ones I did. This was abstract art. It's Kandinsky. Not really into abstract art, but I always kind of liked this one when I saw it. I like the colors, so I thought it was kind of pretty. So I don't really understand abstract art all that much, but I do like the colors in this, so that's why I did that. Oh, I used my Neocolor 2, the Caran d'Ache crayons that are water soluble. Oh, Murphy. And I did activate that a little bit. This was one I waited on too. I think about half of them I really liked, and half of them I was like, of the prompts. So, alarming alleyway. So I just did a alleyway, and I put an alarm clock. And I did colored pencil. I did alcohol marker. I did acrylic marker. Now he's trying to open the cabinets in the kitchen. Murphy, enough. Stop. Okay. This is one that, I didn't like the way it, oh, God. Aluminum alloy. So I just did a Google search and this came up. Stop! So I tried to make something that looks silverish, kind of, and I used like acrylic markers, I used colored pencils, I used alcohol markers, I don't know. And I was feeling kind of lazy, so I don't know, it came out acceptable, I suppose. This is one of the first ones I did. Accurate answer. So the question is, are you spoiled rotten? And this doesn't look like Murphy, but this represents Murphy. Use Micron, alcohol marker, and colored pencil. Airship. It's like a little blimpy type of thing. I use colored pencils. I think that's all. I wrote down how to pronounce this. Alluring agalignus. I guess that's how you say it. And I figured out it was a frog, tree frog. That was one of the first ones I did. I thought the little frog was super cute. So I said I did have to look this up, and I did. Athletic arm. This is just micron. Oh, I did alcohol markers too, but I didn't write that down. Alcohol markers. So this looks pretty bad. It's supposed to be Tom Brady, hence the 12. But yeah. This one, archaeological artifacts. I didn't really want to do it, and then I kind of went, all right, I'll give it a try. And it was really bad at first, and the more I added, it got better. I really liked the way it ended up, so that was good. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just did mostly alcohol markers, and then I decided to put the micron on to show some dark shadows, and the contrast really worked well. I think it looked nice, so I do like the way this one turned out. Ample amount. I didn't know what to do, so I found somebody carrying a big bowl of food, and it looked ample. It's like one of those rice and vegetable kind of bowl things that you get. Oh yeah, my pen. This is the first time that's happened. I had an alcohol marker. I pulled it open, and the ink just went all over the place. It went all over. Thankfully, it just went on my leg and my shorts. It didn't go on the carpet or anything, and it went on the paper. So yeah, that happened. I guess because I store them the way I store them, but still, that's the way I'm going to store them. This is the last one I did. I did this one this morning, so I didn't even fill it out yet. Fill it out. What's today? The 19th? 19. And just micron. So this was a weird one. This was originally Awesome Arcade, and I just didn't feel like drawing an arcade. Again, buildings, rooms, kind of boring to me. But I thought if I have to, I'll do like a skee ball machine, because I love skee ball. And so I was going to do that, and I thought, So then I ended up just switching it with one of the 3 substitute prompts, and the substitute was Affluent Avenue. So I was thinking of that, and I didn't want to draw out, like, again, an avenue. I was thinking like Beverly Hills kind of, whatever expensive stores they have. I don't know. I don't know that much about it. But I remember in the movie Pretty Woman, when Julia Roberts' character went to go shopping with all this money, she asked her friend, this is Kit from the movie, she said, where do I go to buy the clothes? And she said, Rodeo Drive, baby. So that's what Rodeo Drive is the affluent avenue. So that's why I drew this long-winded explanation. Apples. I was going to draw regular apples, and then I decided to do apples, Macintosh apples, whatever they are. So there were a couple of different designs. I think this was probably one of the first ones, the rainbow one. And then there was a bluish kind of one. And then there's a black one. I don't know. I guess it's kind of silverish now, but yeah. Adventure. Oh wait, what did I do? This was acrylic markers. Also acrylic markers. So adventure awaits. So I just did a passport and some plane tickets. Alpaca apparel. I did like a frolicking alpaca with a scarf. So I did micron, alcohol markers, and water-based markers. I thought that came out kind of cute. Anklet, drew an anklet. Micron, alcohol markers, colored pencil. Yeah. The coloring's a bit off, but archery arrow. So self-explanatory, acrylic markers. I don't know what else to say about it. Astronaut attire. I think I drew an astronaut in the last sketchbook too. So just did this little guy. This is alcohol markers for the most part. Oh, I used acrylic for the stars. So just a little guy on the moon. I like that style. This is a weird one. Antique. So I looked up antique, and antique just means it's 100 years old. The cookie's not actually itself 100 years old, but the idea of fortune cookies were made. It says, I put for the fortune that they were invented in 1918. Antique equals 100 years old. So I thought that was it's a fun shape to draw. Agile acrobat. Acrylic markers, I guess. Her face came out really kind of weird. When I drew it out, it was okay, but when I tried to color it in, she looks kind of like a clay face. I don't know, but I don't know. I like the colors and all that kind of stuff. So there's that. This one was another substitute. It was supposed to be animated auctioneer, which I had no interest in doing. So I substituted it with artistic achievement. So I figured Michelangelo's David was an achievement. So I tried to render it as best I could in alcohol markers. So that's what that is. All right, and next one is, this is another weird one. Alphabetical arrangement. So I couldn't really come up with anything. So I decided arrangement reminded me of flowers. So I took the letters of flowers and put them in kind of alphabetical order and put them on flowers. It's weird, I know. Colored pencil and alcohol markers I did. Abrupt action, that was a weird one. So I figured a sneeze is pretty abrupt sometimes. I used to work with a girl who would, we would all just be sitting around all of a sudden, Chow! And she would just like scream out of nowhere. And it was just hilarious because you never heard it coming. Because some people would go, achoo. But she just slammed it out of nowhere. So I drew that. Colored pencils and micron. Oh, this is the bonus page, so that's what I was going to say. Oh, so this is the last one. So I tried again to do, in the last one I did another type of, like, what did I call it? Whimsical style house, but it didn't work that well because I did it with the watercolors on this paper. So what I did was I put some kind of ground down first, let it dry, and then I did it on top of it. So it did work a little bit better. But because ground, the way I did it is I just kind of, slopped it across like this and let it dry. Well, that left the texture being horizontal. Whereas on a regular piece of like watercolor paper, it's even. It's evenly distributed, the texture. So when I did put down watercolor, it kind of just spread very quickly, like sideways. So it's a little bit messy. But I still like the way it came out. I like this style. I'm following somebody on YouTube that does this a lot. So this is a copy of one of hers. Yeah. I'm sure I'll try it again. Maybe, I used to have a thing of just specifically watercolor ground. So I don't know. I can't find it. So I don't know if I just don't have it anymore, or I can't remember what I used. But it said it was okay for watercolor. I don't know. Anyway, so that is the end of the sketchbook. I'm expecting next month's to come in the mail probably tomorrow, so I think I will not edit this video yet, and I'll stick that on the end, so I'll just give you a preview of what's going to be next month. So I don't know. I hope you like this little series. I like doing these. Gives me a little project every morning, as long as I can get through the prompts. But I did end up using all three of the switch outs for the prompts. So that's that, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next week, but I'll probably see you in a couple minutes because I'm going to do a preview of the next month's. Okay?